Alright, so I'm making this video to kind of prove a point here. The school bus says it's not safe to stop here, and as you can see, I'm standing in the lane and I can pretty much see forever. But this is what my kids are going to have to walk to school every day, so we're going to have to cross the road and walk when we go to school. We're going to have to walk this way. On the way home we get to walk that shoulder. Where there is no shoulder, it's actually just a ditch. So pretty much we're going to have to walk in the lane, and this is State Route 9W. But the best part here is that we're going to walk past two existing bus stops. We're going to walk past two existing bus stops, high-five the kids that are going on the same bus as mine, just to, oh yeah, that's awesome. Yep, that was cool. Hang on. So back to what I was saying, this right here is a current bus stop. It's the end of Patterson Road. So instead of my kids just crossing and coming right here, they're being told that they have to go to the church, which is still way up around the bend here, because it's not their problem how the kids get to school or to the school bus. So they put the bus stop up at the church because they say they can't make the kids cross 9W, right? But New York State vehicle and traffic law says you have to walk against the flow of traffic, which is what I'm doing. So not only do we have to cross the road once, which they're not supposed to make us do, we got to cross it again. The best part about it, we have to cross the road at another bus stop because it's unsafe for those children to cross 9W to get to the church. So here we're looking at 12-inch border, 12-inch shoulder maybe. And as you can see over there, pretty much no shoulder, just a ditch. You start to get a little bit of a shoulder as you get up here on the other side, but at least half the walk there's no shoulder, nothing. So it's not even about the distance, it's just about the safety of the kids. And the most annoying part of it is that they're going to walk past two existing bus stops. They're going to high-five kids that are going to their school just to get to their bus stop. Kind of doesn't make sense. And the whole "we can't make you cross the street" is kind of out the window, because by law we have to cross the street. So coming up here, pretty much across from the church, is another bus stop. This is a separate bus that comes to pick up kids that are in the northbound lane, separate from the bus that picks up the other kids. So they've made an exception to pick these other kids up. Alright, I'm back. So my video got cut a little short here. I ran out of space. Getting back to what I was saying. So my kids got to come up here to cross the second time, which they say they can't make the kids cross the street. This right here is another bus stop where the kids have a special bus that comes and picks them up solely for the purpose of saying that it's unsafe, that they can't make them cross 9W. Now, as you can see, the bus stop's right here. There's no more or less visibility looking south than at my house, yet they say my house is unsafe to stop at. So now my kids have to come up here, cross 9W twice, past two bus stops. They're going to high-five these kids going to school, and then cross the street that they say they can't make them do, just to come to the church here where their bus stop is. I'll be back with a walk back down the other side so you can see how bad that is, because they're going to be walking in the ditch to get home. I'll be back. And there goes the little bus that can't pick my kids up. Alright, so now I'm taking my walk home. It's kind of funny, I don't know if you caught that. Oh, hang on. But if you caught that before, I took a quick clip. That's little bus is the bus that picks up all these other kids. it didn't stop across the street because the kids aren't out today. Parents must be bringing them or something. But so here's our venture on the way home. So we get a little bit of a shoulder to start. Again, the reason why we have to walk where we walk is because it's New York State vehicle and traffic law states you have to walk opposing or against the flow of traffic. It's the law. You know, my kids can't walk one way or the other just because the school says it's your problem. The law says they have to walk this way. So, again, there's where one bus stop's going to be. And you just saw the video, you'll see that little bus. I'm hoping actually the little bus just drives right past me because they got to turn around and come back. So, again, I got a little shoulder here. You know, it doesn't get too bad till once we get past this next driveway. And then I pretty much have to walk in the ditch or in the lane to get to my house. So my kids have to do that. Oh, there's one of the other parents that have to bring their kids to the bus stop here. But my whole thing is the kids should be able to walk to their bus stop. You know, if I need to supply transportation to the bus stop, I might as well just bring them to school. You know, we don't pay for that. You know, my kids should have a safe bus stop that they can walk to, and I don't think, oh, look, there's the bus. So now it's making that nasty turn to go down Patterson Road to pick kids up, which they say they don't do. So there's video proof to show you that there's a bus literally across the street from my house. It passed my driveway to just make that turn. So now, you know, this is where it gets a little hairy. I kind of have a little bit of room to walk, but as you can see, my feet, literally my feet 2 width wide. You know, the shoulder is about the width of 2 of my feet, side by side, not longer. So, you know, this is just absolutely uncalled for, especially because, as you saw, a bus just went down that road. Normally it stops right here at this intersection of Patterson Road and 9W. Safely off the side of the road. You know, ideally, the driveway, we're asking for the bus stop to be stopped at our driveway. It's safe. Granted, you know, right here is a little unsafe because we're on the back side of this turn here. But once you cross around this turn, you can see forever, and you saw that earlier in the video. But normally the bus stops right here. So all my kids would have to do is cross once instead of twice and not high-five kids going to school and just walk along this guardrail, which I don't like because if something happened, they're pinned between the guardrail. There's no way to get out of there. So now here's where there's literally pretty much no shoulder. And as you can see, that's about a 3-foot ditch, you know, 2-foot ditch. You know, and as you can see, nobody cares. You know, the road, the shoulder's destroyed here. So now you got to play hopscotch through the ditch because otherwise you got to walk in the lane. As you can see, I'm in the lane. But like I said before, the bus drove past my driveway to come out and go down that Patterson Road. So there's no reason why the bus can't stop right here. I'm standing in the lane where the bus would be sitting and we'd be good. So that's my story. Trying to get it changed.